Good afternoon. Welcome to Jano Manenos. I have this flu, it's getting me down. Today, there's something that has crossed my mind. We had like a friend of ours passed. She had some health issues, but I think she was also extremely stressed out because of financial issues. But the minute Ali passed, the amount of money that was contributed in 2 days, it surpassed what she even needed. And these are the close people who are contributing. There's this behavior of you wait for a person to pass, then you're like, hey, sasa tutaanza kusaidia watoto wao. Oh, he was a good person. Oh, what happened? Ni hiyo tu. Si ange, they could. And you are part of those ange. It's like, let me give you a very good example. Take your relatives. There is one or two or three you know in your village. They're your uncles or your aunties or your grandpas or your next neighbor. Imagine the neighbor to you, you are driving, You can afford food in surplus. And the neighbor to you, hata nyumba yao ina sink. Hata they cannot afford any meal, labda once, ama unasikia the whole day mse hajakula. I'm not talking about youth unaweza wapea vibarua wafanye, hata wewe mwenyewe ukitaka unaweza wapea kazi, but angalia watu old age, anko yako, your aunties wenye haizi toka akahasol kama a normal youth, they cannot work like a normal youth. Those people have worked for their life, but now they have come to their old age. And you can never predict this life, hata kama unajua kusevaje, even if you're buying shares, what those companies, if the devil deals with you or if it's God dealing with you, those companies, yani utakutanga tu hata zile company you have invested in, they're dying and living without dividends. So you can never say ati sisi tunajua kujipanga, as we know how to arrange our life. Those guys, they don't know how to manage their life, that's why they are so dependent on people. No, you never know about tomorrow. Things happen. Unaamka leo unakuta shamba yenyu ndio barabara na gava irudishi do, you become homeless also. You never know what will happen. You never know if you'll have a dictatorship leadership. You never know what will happen. So, huyu anko yako mwenye ako ushago, he is hungry. And hunger with old people doesn't go well. So this person is always through hunger, and then they are always sickly, yeah? So sickness, hunger, unaanza kusikia, mjomba, your uncle is getting worse. And you're like, oh, poleni. And what about the kids? Actually, and then we sit down and we discuss their useless kids. It's like, watoto wake, they're very useless. I know they're useless, but what about the uncle? He's also your uncle. You're related in one way or another. When his is useless or hers, they're useless, you're the one who's supposed to be a bit useful. See, lazima, it's not a must. He becomes 100% dependent on you. But pass there, do something small, and go. And those African people who are scared of being bewitched, fanya tu shopping and drop it. Just know what they may wish to have. Labda ni mahindi tu. Don't even start buying Blue Band and such. Just maize and beans. Hiyo ndo unaweza kuta kitu mtu imemtesia ushago. Maize and beans. Two things. Plain. Hata ataki kukaranga, kuchemsha. Some people, they visit people in the village and wamewabebea Blue Band, jam, and some funny things, spaghettis. Don't waste money on those. Those are luxury food. Just buy them necessary things. Maize, beans, and they're good to go. Hata atakuombea, they'll be so happy. Buy something. If you think those people are drunkard and they don't take care of but I don't think somebody can be drunkard if they don't have money. If you think that is a difficult way, enda ulipe kwa duka. Useme mjomba atakuwa anachukua chakula hapa for like akuja achukue hizi vitu hapa nimemnunulia. And you do it respectfully, si ati kufanya ni kama ulifika, watu wengine wakufika. Mi nashangaa ati mjomba or anshangazi or that's aunts and uncles, they are fallen, they are dead. And then you are the first person to ask about the WhatsApp group. You're invited. When you're invited, you're the first person to contribute a lot of money so that your name can remain relevant. Hapo tu you contribute a lot. Mr. and Mrs. So and so contribution. 5,000. So and so family, 10,000. You want your name to be, and you're always checking every day. Nani, who has contributed? Who has not? Who has contributed? Who has not? That 5,000 of us could have bought medicine for this old person who has just passed because of negligence. Because everyone is blaming their children are useless. In this life, everybody is your parent. Just know like that. Everyone, when you unapita kwa barabara, and parents, everyone is your children. Everyone is your kid. Ukisikia mtoto wa jirani hajaenda shule, don't sit down and start gossiping. Angalia kama uko na uniform. If you're going to buy a spoon or a basin, let that kid go to school. Utaachiwa hii dunia peke yako, unaweza ifanyia nini? Let's say you are righteous, you have money, you know how to hustle, you know how to make money, you have planned your family well, your kids are upright, alafu uachiwe dunia yako peke yako na watoto wako wawili watatu. How will you feel about it? Haikuangi enjoyable. Yani me, I believe this life without people is not life anymore. There's beauty in people. Your happiness should be my happiness, and vice versa. Watu wakamatia roho chafu, leave them. There is something called your goodness will always cancel their badness. Hata mtu akitakia vibaya aje, if you are always doing good and minding your own business, si kushinda kusema watu hata ile siku nilimfanya. No. Do it, mind your own business. God ndo anajua atamlipishaje. I'm not talking about show off. Show off, no. I'm not talking about show off. Kama mtu ni mgonjwa, you guys form a WhatsApp group, contribute kidogo 500, 200. Usiseme huyu alitoa kidogo. Kuna watu wanakaa ni kama wako na pesa na hawananga that extra cash. Mtolee hata kama ni hiyo 50 bob yako, changa, it can buy a handkerchief. Changeni. And then take this person to hospital. Hata huyu mjomba akifariki atasema these kids tried. Cousins, if your uncle, your aunt, I'm talking about aunties and uncles, because kuna watu wanasemanga their children are they are useless, so nani anafaa kuangalia? Si nephews na niece. It's as simple as that. Ziseme ati sisi, kumbuka mama yako na baba yako, they were siblings, and if you cannot, nothing can happen between that. What are my children, my other brother's children? Sijui kama unaelewa hiyo hesabu. Mama yangu na mama yako ni sisters, and they have kids, and my mom has kids who are us, and we cannot assist your mother because those children of hers, they are useless. Then what am I telling my own kids? My own kids will have their own children, and then one of my son will be telling his children that the children of the daughter are sister, that's useless. It's a pattern that will never end until people wake up and listen. If my children are useless, let my brother's children take care of me at my old age, because I'm their auntie. If my brother's children are useless, let me take care of him. Let my children take care of him. Let that pattern be there. God will pay you, because you never know about tomorrow. You may think your useful children are useful until you're not there and you know how useless they can get. God does not give you something because you are righteous or you are on the right way. God gives you because he knows you can share it. Anakupeanga kipawa because you can share it. You can use it with other people. If he knew you will be mean, he could not give it to you. And if you misuse it, he will punish your children. Sijui kama tunaelewana mpaka hapo. Wacheni kuchangia watu wakikufa. By the way, if I see you neglected your uncles and then ile siku kitu imehappen, you're like, oh, tunachanga. Jano, tunachanga. I'll tell you, kama huku take care of your uncle when he was alive. Nachanga nini? Siwache the foolish children wamzike. Kwani saizi ndo mmejua kuzikana, lakini you never knew how to assist when they needed you. Let this sink into families. Stop small issues. Ati mtoto nani alikataa shule akiwa form 2, alikataa shule akiwa class 8. So what? Before akuwe mtoto wa nani alikataa shule ndio maana hawasaidii, that person was your sister, that person was your brother. before they had the kids, and you are friends, you are born from one parent, one mother. So what is the problem if your children are assisting the other person? And why is it that hiyo siku ikifika ndo unaambia watoto wako changieni mazishi ya mjomba, msikose mazishi ya mjomba, msikose mazishi ya shangazi? That is foolishness to the highest order. Hata watu wamesoma madegrees they still behave in that manner. It's like logic does not sound logic anymore to those people. You went to school, umesoma kuliko kila mtu, thank you, it was for you to help other people. Now community wasaidie in one way or another. Si lazima ukwangi huko ndio uonekane kama wewe ni msee wa politics, no, but just think of a way to help people. I'm not saying people are supposed to become your parasite, no. Wewe ndio you will figure out how to help somebody, you figure out peke yako at your own pace and pace. Hata kama watu wanasemanga uko mkali, but learn to be doing something which will touch people's life kidogo tu. You may never know umetouch somebody's life with something small. Umepita hapo umebaia tu mtu unga gorogoro moja, that 10 kg maize, they'll sing you like for 2 months wakiambianga Mungu mali imetoka, wacha isiwahi kosa. Simple. Thank you. Let's put our families together. Family is the best thing. Siku hizi watu wanasema blood is not thicker anymore, but let's make it thicker. Let's make neighborhood thicker. Yani neighbor wako asiwahi teseka, yani to that extent, na uko hapo na you can assist either by a word ama by giving them hope ama by sharing the little you have. Huwezi kufa na siku moja ukishare kitu. You can never die. Ati nimekugawia ugali nusu na mimi nimekula nusu, niko nataka kula full. Am I dying? Will I die with one day? You can never die with one day if you have not eaten. So let's style up. Hii dunia ukiachwa peke yako haiwezi kubamba. Mtu ni watu. Mtu ni watu. Person belongs to people. If you can't belong, you're not any your work hapa duniani. Sijui kazi gani. Thank you. Bye. See you next time. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and share.